Hello, my name is Tom Stiles, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And I just want to give you kind of an update of what's going on with my YouTube channel. Some good things and some frustrating things. Okay, the good news, I'll tell you the good news first, and then we'll get to the frustrating things. The good news is we're almost up to 3,000 subscribers. So that's really good news. I really appreciate all the support, everybody subscribing. Plus, you can see that we're over 500,000 views. So that's good too. So I'm glad that things are kind of catching on and people are enjoying my videos. Now some frustrating news, and I mentioned it once before and it's still happening again, and it seems to change on a daily basis, maybe even on an hourly basis. And that's my interface, and even your interface with YouTube is changing, and it's during this change it gets a little frustrating. And one of the things that's been affecting me is that typically what I do is when I get a new subscriber, YouTube sends me an email that says so-and-so has just subscribed. And so what I do is I click on that email, I click on the person's ID, YouTube ID, and then I can go to their page and I can leave a comment thanking them for subscribing. Well, this past week, when I do that and I leave a comment and I say, okay, submit or whatever it is, the button is, it comes back and says something to the effect, we can't do that. So I found a workaround by going to my YouTube page and under communications, found a way to respond to them. So I was starting to do that and was kind of catching up. But the problem with that was I would get the notification via an email that they had subscribed, but that same information on my YouTube channel of subscribers, they didn't show up. And it would take like maybe a day or 2 days for them to show up before I could send them a comment thanking them for subscribing. So that was just driving me nuts. Well, now it's gotten back to where I can click on the link on the email and I can get to their page and I can go to discussions and leave them a message thanking them for subscribing. So it's kind of temporarily worked itself out. So that's one thing. The other thing is I noticed comments, when people leave comments on my videos, sometimes they get messed up. And usually if somebody leaves a comment, I get a notification and then I can use that email notification to get to that particular video and leave a reply or whatever. Well, that's been intermittently working, and sometimes when I click on the email and click on the link to go to where the comment is posted, the comment's not there. It's gone. And then sometimes when I go to reply, I'll see there is one reply and it doesn't show it. It just says there's one reply, and then you click on that and it shows the reply, and it's a reply that I did a couple days ago. So I've already replied to it, and yet I got a new notification about that comment indicating that it was just made. So it's right now it's a mess. YouTube is making a lot of changes, and once they get the change working, it's usually an improvement. But in the interim, it's sometimes very frustrating. So please bear with me. If you see some funny things going on, it's not unusual. The new function that I talked about a couple of shows ago, where that you can, when you're watching a video, you can go to settings, and under settings there's speed, and you can change the speed of the video. And they do a pretty good job in that you can speed up. For instance, one of the things you can do is you can speed up a video by 2 times. And they do a fairly good job of the audio. So even though the person is talking very fast, you can still understand it. So if you get a video that the person is maybe working on something, or they're trying to tune a radio and there's a lot of dead time in there, you can use that feature to, fast forward, I'll call it, through the video until you get to something interesting. And a matter of fact, I'm uploading a video just now that's kind of long, and you might want to use that option. And I did one recently that was kind of long, that I had a lot of dead spots because I got lost in what I was doing. That does happen sometimes. So this just kind of, trying to tell you to bear with it. Hopefully these things will get smoothed out. Oh yeah, and by the way, I've got comments back that the speed option doesn't always show up for everyone. And I noticed myself, I went to a video and it was getting kind of lengthy, and I went to use the speed option and it didn't show up. So I didn't even have that option. I don't know what that's about. So anyway, that's kind of the status. Hopefully it'll start getting cleared up and things will get better. So bear with me. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.